Never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm throwing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them, stole with them. I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80 lunch, 80 lunch. Long as I got stuff for most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to in-glass, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where the spelling is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise, and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts to how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid. Only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm sewing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. They come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. I stole with them, I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch. The milks with chocolate, the cookies, butter crunch, 80 ounce. Long as I got stuff from most of them soft. Even when I was wrong, I got my point across. They depicted me the boss. Of course, my orange box cutter make the world go round. Plus I'm fucking bitches ain't my homegirls now. Start stacking, dabbled in crack, gun packing. Nickname Medina, made the scenes, took my Ninas. From gym class to English, pass off for global. The only nigga with a mobile. Can't you see like total? Getting larger in waist and taste. Ain't no telling where this felon is heading. Just in case, keep a shell at the tip of your melon. Clear the space. Your brain was a terrible thing to waste. Realizing to master enterprise, and I ain't have to be in school by 10. I then began to encounter with my counterparts of how to burn the block apart. Break it down into sections. Drugs by these selections. Some use pipes, others use injections. Syringe sold separately. Frank the deputy, quick to grab my Smith & Wesson like my dick was missing. To protect my position, my corner, my layer. While we out here, say the hustler's prayer. If the game shakes me or breaks me, I hope it makes me a better man. Take a better stand, put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Motherfucker. 88. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Put money in my mom's hand. Get my daughter this college plan, so she don't need no man. Stay far from timid, only make moves when your heart's in it. And live the phrase, sky's the limit. Never been as broke as me. I like that. When I was young, I had 2 pair of leaves. Besides that, the pinstripes and the gray. The one I wore on Mondays and Wednesdays. While niggas flirt, I'm sewing tigers on my shirt and alligators. You wanna see the inside? I see you later. Here come the drama. Oh, that's that nigga with the fake. Wow, why you punch me in my face? Stay in your place, play your position. Here come my intuition. Go in this nigga pocket, rob him while his friends watch it, and hoes clock it. Here comes respect. His crew's your crew, or they might be next. Look at they man, big man, they never try, so we roll with them. I stole with them. I mean loyalty. Niggas bought me milks at lunch.
God damn.
Goddamn is right, man. Goddamn is right. How the hell are you guys doing, man? What is going on, everybody? We got a loaded week of news here today for you guys. Bro, so much today alone has dropped. Yesterday, I was like, man, there's kind of a decent amount of news. And then today happened, and we're just getting story on story on story, bro. So it is, there's a lot going on today in the wrestling world. There's a lot going on today. Obviously, you know, we got the early episode of SmackDown. Well, in the U.S. it still airs at 7, but obviously by now everybody knows what happened. Everybody knows what happened on SmackDown. A lot of good stuff happened, bro. Did you hear that stuff about Paul Heyman?
Actually, I didn't see anything about SmackDown yet.
He said I wonder why. He said that training. Talk about a different level of training.
I'm trying my family with your ass.
Paul Heyman said that he hasn't talked to Roman Reigns since WrestleMania, and Roman didn't withdraw from the draft. Paul Heyman withdrew him from the draft. So,
that's interesting.
Oh shit, my bad, Hunter. Oh god, I didn't see your fucking chat till just now. I'm so sorry, bro.
Ooh.
Oh fuck. Oh, that's the only thing I'll say. My bad, bro. My bad. That one's on me. No, but all right. Well, since the cat's out of the bag, that is the intriguing thing that I seen from SmackDown, and holy shit, is that fucking intriguing, bro. Okay, good. My bad, bro. My bad. I looked over right as I got done. I was like, ooh. But yeah, bro. Yeah. Very, very, very intriguing. I won't say nothing else about SmackDown, but man, that's crazy, bro. That is crazy. And I'm so excited to see how that comes off on television. But man. So yes, we got a loaded week of news, man. We got a loaded week of news. Just for context, Bell, what did we tell the elitists? I need to know. What did we tell the elitists? I'm very curious. Very curious.
Maybe people leaving after today.
Oh, leaving AEW.
That's what I'm assuming. After what recently just happened in the last 2 days.
Bro, man.
Just a guy that wrestles.
We did tell them, bro. We did tell them. But yeah, no. So we got a loaded week. We got the Backlash predictions right after the news today. Tomorrow we'll be getting the first of its kind, the solo Johnny review. I will be reviewing a view. Oh, bro.
Oh,
Bell.
it's people they do get, not people they love.
Bro, we been fucking saying this shit for, bro. Oh, dude, man, what we're gonna open up with Drew, and then we'll go into Seth, since that kind of pertains to that. But bro, you know, there's a reason we call ourselves the best kept secret. Honestly, there's a reason, bro. We say these things for fucking, and it's not even just me and Sir K. It's our community, our chat, our community, right? The only community that matters. I'm just throwing in all our taglines at this point. No, but seriously, we We say these fucking things, bro, for months on ends, and then motherfuckers want to act surprised when the shit actually happens. Like, again, I'm gonna say this again. The fucking AEW rankings. For how fucking long did we tell these people everybody was like, I know the problem. It's the ranking system's not implemented. No, that was never the problem. There's a reason the fucking rankings went away in the first place. We said this shit at nauseum. We said
Literally,
this shit
said
at...
so much shit.
Bro, I'm saying, bro, we said this shit at nauseum. The rankings are not the problem. The problem is they're not fucking implementing good storytelling like they used to. And now that the rankings flopped, everybody's like, the rankings need to go away. This was pointless. Like we fucking said. Come on, bro.
Literally,
Come
every
on.
time we're like, yeah, that's not gonna work, and it doesn't fucking work. Because why? Because we know it's easy to tell when something's not gonna fucking work. What do we say about the fucking Kingdom? They were gonna crash and burn.
Bro.
Guess what? They crashed and fucking burned already. Like, come on.
We said that shit from the moment that group got together. This group is going to be dead by the time MJF comes back. And where's the fucking group was dead 2 months after they turned on MJF, let alone by the time he got back.
It might not even be a thing by the time he fucking comes back at this point.
I doubt it, honestly.
I doubt it. I hope not. I hope they're fucking disbanded. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know, bro. But that's the thing. That's the thing. That's why that is why we call ourselves the IWC's best kept secret, because nobody says the shit that we do. And then when it comes to fruition, then everybody wants to hop on the bandwagon after we've been saying the shit for months.
Exactly, dude. Exactly. It like so much things happen, and like you said, Bill, with Drew, Seth, and Becky, we all knew they weren't fucking leaving. We said it since fucking how long have we been doing this Drew stuff with this contract for? Like 6 months at this point.
Literally,
It's been like 6 months we've been doing this with Drew's contract.
it's
We
been
said
an
it the whole time.
ongoing. It's literally been a running gag on our show.
Oh, exactly. Oh, what do they say this week? Oh, P's leaving. Oh, P's staying. Oh, P's not talking about a deal yet. Come on, bro. Guess what? He re-signed, like we all said he fucking would. Becky and Seth, obviously they fucking re-signed, man. It's a changed company. Yeah, if it was fucking 2020, Vince McMahon, all three of them probably would have left. They probably would have if that was the time frame and what AEW would have looked like around then. But guess what? Everything flipped on its head. AEW, dick. It's dick now. Fucking Dynamite sucks. And Raw's great. And guess where all three of them are at? Well, except Becky.
We were talking about that. Yeah,
I'm
they're all
stupid.
on Raw.
Stupid.
You're good. We were all talking about me and you were talking about that privately the other day. How it's so fucking weird that, you know, Mondays is the place to be now. You know what I mean?
Oh,
dude 3 years ago, I dreaded Monday. The only reason I would get excited about Monday is because I knew afterwards I would get to talk about Dynamite. Now, when now don't get me wrong, I still love to fucking talk about some Dynamite, but fucking it's not for the same reasons it was 3 years ago. And again, I used to love now I love talking about Monday Night Raw. And again, 3 years ago, I used to love talking about Monday Night Raw for all the wrong reasons. I used to love ranting on Monday Night Raw.
Exactly. Now it's the fucking opposite. Now, I'm so glad we never made the two unscripted system where on Wednesdays we did AEW, and on Mondays we did WWE. We were gonna, if both companies stayed consistently good, we were gonna do something like that. But now, you think I want to review Dynamite after I'm fucking still half asleep from waking up at 9 o'clock? Like, no. I'm fucking lay down at that point because I was just laying down. Dude, the whole world flipped on its head with this shit, man.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know if Punk kept the place together. I definitely agree with Bell. I would say the more time moves on, Cody looks like he was the only guy that like
Had
actually kept
himself together.
yeah, actually tried to keep the place together. Punk was in I think Cody's version of AEW, I honestly think Punk would have thrived in it because I think there was
Oh
a
yeah.
little bit of professionalism there. But once Cody left, and Punk was in that era of AEW, once Punk was in that era of AEW, man, where there was little to no professionalism going around, and the company was still trying to fucking figure itself out, it wasn't going to work. It wasn't going to work. Now, honestly, bro, would Punk have worked in, like I said, when Cody was there in the early days of AEW? I honestly think he would have fucking thrived.
Oh, that should have been great. Oh, that would have been amazing. All the character work they did at the time
Yep.
and like interconnected storytelling. It would have been fucking phenomenal, man. I mean, and he might end up saying something, but him mixing up with Hangman at that time
Yeah,
would have been fucking phenomenal. Now, Hangman would have said something about Colt Cabana eventually, but for a time it would have been great.
definitely. Definitely, man. Yeah, and yeah, like Bell says, man, Punk is not just to blame. You gotta blame the Bucks in that, man, and fucking high above all, we gotta blame Tony Khan. I
Oh,
mean,
it's all everything's Tony Khan's fault. All this shit.
yeah, I mean a lot of a lot of the hammer being dropped in AEW with CM Punk. A lot of that blame's got to go to Tony Khan, bro. But to get the show back on track, man, now that we got done glazing ourselves and how we've been saying these things for literally the past fucking 7 months. Okay, and real quick, the one thing I did forget to mention, though, now with a guy like Drew McIntyre, like Sir K said, in a Vince, even Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins, bro, in that Vince McMahon WWE around this time, could they have been like looking to leave? I could possibly see it. I could possibly see it, bro. But and I would even go as far back to, or I would even go as recent to say a couple months before, like around SummerSlam time last year, I could have looked at Drew McIntyre and said, man, I could really see him leaving. But I'm telling you, bro, the minute, and I mean the minute, they put him on that character arc and started propelling him back towards the main event scene, and the more I started to see, wow, this isn't just a character change for him. They're actually looking to fucking prioritize this man. The minute they started that character arc, bro, I could have, I mean, we said it. We said it. Drew McIntyre is going to stay. And same thing with Seth Rollins, bro. The minute they started prioritizing this man as actually one of the pillars of this Triple H era instead of gatekeeper Seth, I knew it. And we've said it. I don't know. I don't know, man.
What's up, Durante, man? How you doing? And
Yo,
no,
what up,
song did not
Durante?
go to any playlist. It went to the trash can where Def Rebel belongs.
Bro, we got news on Def Rebel. We actually have a hilarious story. We actually have a hilarious story on fucking Def Rebel, bro. But Monday Night Messiah, bro, Hunter, man, that is not a hot take at all, my man. That is a great take. I loved the Monday Night Messiah. I don't know if any of you guys play Far Cry 5, but holy shit, was that fucking Joseph Seed reincarnated. Oh my god, absolutely amazing. Amazing work.
Phenomenal, man. Truly fucking phenomenal.
Definitely. I like what he's doing now, don't get me wrong, bro, but man, God, I love seeing me some Joseph Seed on Monday night. But yeah, man. Anyways, to get the show back on the road, how's everybody doing, man? What is going on, everybody? We are back with yet again another edition of the Notorious podcast, another edition of the news, man. This is episode 212 of the news. If this is your first time watching, guys, do not know how the show works. Every Monday, we are on here with Notorious Unscripted after Monday Night Raw, and every single Friday at 4 p.m. Central, we are on here with the news, man. If you guys did miss this past Monday's edition of Unscripted, that is the 2024 WWE Draft. We talked about the, wow, what do you even say? The shit episode of AEW Dynamite. There's no other way to put it. The shit episode of AEW Dynamite that was them completely neglecting their new world champion and completely just doing their own thing and not trying to follow up on anything that happened on Dynasty whatsoever. And we talked about what honestly was a pretty shit WWE draft. You guys can now watch that on all platforms. That is episode 193. That is available on Anchor, Spotify, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. And if you want to see it first, join us right here live every Monday after Monday Night Raw for Notorious Unscripted Man. Also, if you guys have not got a chance to get your hands on some of the official Notorious Heels podcast merchandise, you guys can now find this live on the merch shop. You can get all 8 of these beautiful, beautiful designs, the very best the IWC has to offer in the merch department, man. You can get all 8 of these beautiful designs that you see on your very screen and more available on the merch shop for you guys, man. That is bonfire.com. Link is at the top of the description of this very video, man. Also, if this is your first time watching and you guys do not know who we are here at the Notorious Heels Podcast, I am Johnny Mayhem, one half of the host of this very show. And as for the other half, we got my man Sir K here. How the hell are you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Just been chilling out, man. Just been chilling out. Things have been not much waiting no more. So, it looks like things are progressing, with everything. So yeah, everything's been good with all that. I've been doing good. Yeah, I've been good, man. Things have been pretty fucking good lately, man. But like Durante always says, how's life? How's the family? Life's good. The family's good. How is everybody doing in the live chat, man? Hunter, Bell, Durante, Logan, wherever that manager is when he comes in. How you doing?
He's always late. Always late.
What kind of a manager do we got, man?
Either you're late like Logan or you just completely no show like our girl Belle, man. What is going on around these streets, bro?
Technically, she came in at the last second. Okay, so
unbelievable.
Technically, she didn't no show. So I got to give her props on that one.
That is true.
But,
that is true. Golly, unbelievable. Came in at the last second. Unbelievable.
Exactly. Save yourself. But I'm doing good, man. How are you guys doing? And what about you, bro? How are you doing?
Other than the fact that I just bit the absolute shit out of my tongue during the intro, I'm doing great. Ooh. I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. We're off to a great start. Just picking on Bell, so that means, we're off to a better start at that. Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm good. Yeah, chilling, bro, chilling. Yeah. So just excited but nervous for tomorrow. Going through a bit of an interesting time in the weight room. A couple setbacks, so that's annoying. So, it haven't been the best, if I'm being completely honest with you guys, bro. But it's something you just I keep moving through, bro. Keep moving through, and you eventually come out on the other side, I guess. So that's just what I have to keep reminding myself. So, but other than that,
the long game, man. You gotta play the long game with the weight room.
I guess I do gotta be the long gamer, man. Exactly. I guess so, man. So it sucks, and it's absolutely heartbreaking. But we'll be back. That's what I have to keep reminding myself. But other than that, man, I'm good. And as for the family, how are you guys doing, man? Durante, Hunter, Bell, wherever Logan is in the eternity of wherever. I don't know, whatever galaxy he's in. I don't know where he is. He's pulling the Monday Bell special. This is absolutely horrendous stuff going on around here. Absolutely criminal stuff going on around here. But unbelievable. But how are you guys doing? And thank you guys for being here as always, man. So, we always appreciate having you guys as always, man. Thank you guys for being here with us, bro. So, you know what, Bell? One of these days, we will switch time zones, and I'll be there for you.
Exactly.
I'll be up at 5 a.m. in your chat. How about that? So,
It's not like we're up at 5 a.m. anyway.
fair. Very fair. Very fair. Or maybe one day we can get Bell on the Notorious podcast at 5 in the morning. Wouldn't that be
Actually,
something?
incredibly tired.
But yeah, man. Other than that, all right, bro. So to start with the news that Bell alluded to in the very, very intro, in the first couple comments of the show. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Drew McIntyre, man. It has been revealed over the past couple of days. I believe this was when was this? This was either Monday or Tuesday. It was revealed. It was announced by TKO board member Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, the Glazer, last weekend, that Drew McIntyre's new deal ended a year of speculation and rumor about his next move. The three-time world champ had this to say in his recent showing on the Pat McAfee show. He said, WWE's making billion-dollar deals left and right. We've got the billion-dollar man, Nick Khan, closing all these deals for us left and right at the top. There is a lot of things going on and a lot of opportunities. If you get to the top, and I've been to the top, and whatever people are trying to do to stop me from getting to the top, it's not going to happen. I know this industry too well. I'll figure out backstage if you try to politic your way ahead of me. I'll just beat you down and get myself ahead of you because I know how this game works. If I'm too big and wise, and that's why I'm staying with WWE for the foreseeable future, I wasn't going anywhere. If anybody out there was unsure reading those internet rumors or whatever, we're just in a place where I had to get things right for my family. I got with Nick Khan and I got with Triple H. They were so understanding. We got things right for the future. Drew McIntyre was never going to go away from WWE, and it's awesome that The Rock made his announcement. It's the first thing he's done for anybody on our roster, that Drew McIntyre re-signed with WWE. He also addressed the injury he's been dealing with since WrestleMania. He says it's a fractured elbow, and he blames CM Punk. Jesus.
A lot of people do. Very common thing nowadays.
He said, "You know what happened at Mania when Punk attacked me from behind, swept my legs out, he fractured my elbow. Broken bones in it. You know what I did? You know what I did the next day? I wrestled a 4-way match, and I would have won if it wasn't for CM Punk. I've been taping it up every week and did a European tour while I wrestled Jey Uso every single night. Punk sitting on his couch collecting his big paycheck, thinking he can kiss corporate arse and keep cashing those checks while I'm putting in the work. Who is the bad guy? Who is the delusional one? Who is the hypocrite?" So that is what Drew McIntyre had to say. Obviously, at the end, he had to sprinkle in his CM Punk comments, but he said he wasn't going anywhere, and he just had to get it right for, he just had to get things right for the future and for his family and everything. And then he, talked about how Nick Khan and Triple H were so understanding, and he also talked about how Nick Khan is cashing in these billion-dollar deals for them. And I just want to say there was some crazy rumors going around last Friday that Nick Khan was selling all of his shares in TKO. I also heard that Vince sold all of his shares, but then I heard that those were false. So
Well, the only ones I heard that were false were the Nick Khan ones. Those ones were false.
Okay.
No, I think the Vince ones are completely true.
If that's the case, I hope so. But for Nick Khan, bro, I'm not going to lie. That got me incredibly scared because we all know Nick Khan has just, like Drew says, that man has been grinding for WWE, bro. That man has been grinding. But I just had to throw that in there as well, that those were debunked. The Vince or the Nick Khan, the Nick Khan selling of the shares was false. Pat McAfee talked about that. Oh, I see. So Vince, so he put them up for sale, but they didn't sell yet.
Oh,
Is that
okay.
what I'm gathering? So yeah, man. But he praised Triple H. He praised Nick Khan, and he talked about how, you know, they were very understanding about all that stuff. And the internet, he talked about the internet rumors, man. Said he's not going anywhere. Drew has re-signed with the WWE. And again, once they started propelling this man towards the main event scene, I could have absolutely said myself, you know, I think Drew McIntyre is staying. But like Bell says, man, once Clash was announced for Scotland, it was damn near done at that point. There's no way he was leaving at that point.
Oh, no fucking way. I think it was obvious at that point, man. He's been doing so great. And building up to Mania, once they started teasing a program about Punk, I knew it was
Yep.
he was staying, man. And I'm glad he did. I've had a feeling he was going to, and I can't wait to see how he goes, man. 'Cause so far, with both parties injured, it's been phenomenal. So I can't wait to see how it is when they're both ready to go.
Definitely. Yeah, it's something that again is not even into full effect yet, and WWE just I mean, they like I said, it's something that's not even in effect yet, but they truly have something that is like gold on their hands
They really do.
when you know both of those guys are healthy, because dude, I'm telling you, people are gonna eat that shit up. They really are.
Oh, they fucking are. We already are. This shit's phenomenal so far. Imagine when they can fucking wrestle finally. Shit'll be great, dude. I can't wait.
Yeah. I honestly think what the plan was Punk was going to beat Rollins, and then Punk was going to hold the belt till Clash and then lose it to Drew. And I feel like he was going to start his feud with Drew after Mania.
Mm-hmm.
So,
But everything had to be changed because
right.
injuries
Right.
and Rock.
Fucking Glazer.
Injury all in itself.
And with that, as of a couple hours ago, Fightful Select is reporting that Seth Rollins has renewed his contract with the WWE as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is great news. This is great news. Like I said, man, I don't know where Seth Rollins would be right now if Vince was still in charge. I believe we would be talking about him showing up at All In or whatever their next pay-per-view would be at that point. I truly believe that we would be talking about Seth Rollins leaving the company. I really do. But now we're at a point, like I said, where he's one of those Triple H guys, and Triple H is always gonna prioritize him. He loves Seth, so I definitely doesn't shock me that he's saying it all. And obviously with Seth re-signing, think we all know where Becky's going to. So exactly where we said.
Exactly. Staying together in the company, man. And pretty obvious, man. I'm good for Seth. Again, if it was Vince McMahon's WWE, I would have seen him leaving. But it's far from that. It's much different, much fucking better. And obviously, Seth wants to stay at this point and be in this company. That's fucking great now.
For sure, man. For sure, Seth. So yeah, Seth is staying with the WWE, and actually more I guess I guess this isn't really somebody re-signing. This is somebody leaving in the WWE. So the Wrestling Observer is reporting that the director of operations, dude, what the fuck? Why can't I say operations? The director of operations of the WWE, Brad Blum, submitted his resignation to the company last Wednesday, May 1st. Well, 2 days ago. He, alongside with Triple H and Nick Khan, are considered three of the most powerful officials in the WWE. Brad Blum, I believe, was one of the people mentioned in that whole little Vince case.
I think I remember that name being mentioned, and he was definitely one of the ones that was mentioned.
Also, speaking of the Vince case, did you see now John Laurinaitis, I guess, isn't a victim of Vince McMahon anymore? He's on his side.
He's on his side? Oh my god.
Yeah.
Can you at least stay consistent to your story? God.
Yeah.
Bunch of idiots.
Yeah, seriously, bro. The original story, obviously was that, Laurinaitis said that he was a victim of Vince McMahon, and I guess his lawyer's latest statement says that something about how, I can't remember exactly what it was, but it was against Janelle Grant. I'm like, good lord.
Oh yeah, it was something along the lines of they were trying to say like, she was so upset after the breakup that her and Vince had that she went and said like, dude, what are you talking about, bro? We know you're lying. Yeah. I mean, they're trying.
They really are. They really
It's not
are,
going
bro.
well, but they're trying.
Yeah, but Brad Blum, the director of operations, is another WWE executive that the company, man, another one bites the dust. And I don't know. This at this point, bro, every time we hear about somebody leaving WWE, somebody 10 times better comes and takes that spot. So, I don't know why Brad Blum left, but he left. I don't know if this has anything to do with the Vince case or, maybe just being a part of that old Vince administration, made him feel some type of way, or I don't know, whatever it was. But he's gone, man, and I'm sure they'll be just fine. So, yeah, like I said, anytime anybody leaves, it shows to be a better thing for WWE.
Exactly. Look how much better the production quality has been
Ooh.
since Kevin Dunn has been out. Literally,
Night and
fucking
day.
phenomenal camera work. Night and day, dude. Them cuts were insane that man used to do. Now the production looks great. You know, whatever, whatever it means by, the operations head in WWE, whatever that means.
Yeah.
Hopefully it improves, man. Hopefully his operations much smoother. And I don't know what music falls under for these guys, but whoever's in charge of that, man, I hope they're next.
Definitely. Well, actually, speaking of that, we actually have a hilarious story about the music composers in WWE, right? Everybody loves some Def Rebel, am I right? Def Rebel, man. Def Rebel, bro. I came across this story earlier this week, and it is absolutely one of the funniest things I've ever heard. So, while speaking on the Fightful podcast, Corey Brennan reported that it was Def Rebel who made new entrance music for Randy Orton. However, Orton, Triple H, and Michael Hayes rejected the song within 10 minutes of playing it. He says, oh, bro, they really did. He says, oh, dude. Oh, God.
We're going to look at each other like, y'all hearing this shit right now?
He says, the only thing I can confirm is that when Randy Orton returned, they considered changing his music. At the time, I couldn't find out who produced it. It was supposed to be a Def Rebel produced remix of Voices. I saw someone say on Twitter, Randy probably turned around and said, that doesn't work for me, brother.
Go, go, please.
That's essentially what happened when Randy Orton was not having the theme. It was Randy Orton, Triple H, and Michael Hayes. They played it throughout the arena. Within 10 minutes of it being played, one of my sources said, "Yeah, that's not being used." End quote. Bro, oh man. That, bro, that is what, that is one of the greatest, fucking stories I've ever heard when it comes to WWE music. I just know that song started with RKO. And then it was voices on a trap beat. I just know. Or it was either RKO or the song started with Randy Orton.
It was gonna be the most dangerous letters in WWE.
Oh my god.
RKO. And then voices starts. I use something like that over some shitty ass fucking beat. Horrible, dude. Horrible. It is hilarious to know, yeah, we're not using that.
Bro.
Fucking,
Man.
dude, like that meeting and what would happen with Orton alone should have been like, yeah, we gotta stop using these guys. What are they doing? Because first of all, why are you changing voices? Because the thing is, people always say like, oh, because something's like royalties to Jim Johnson or whatever. But like, they're still using the core song. So legally, I would assume they still have to be paying something to the original creator of all these songs. Now you're just paying extra to Def Rebel for no fucking reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, if these songs were good, money well spent. But it's not money well spent. It's money spent horribly. Like, dude, spend that money and just hire people that aren't Def Rebel to make songs. Hire bands, hire artists, hire fucking anybody but Def Rebel, man. That is hilarious that they rejected that shit. I wish more people had the power to do that.
100%. 100%. Because I see a lot of people saying the Def Rebel hate is unwarranted. They made Roman Reigns' theme song. Bro, I'm sorry. If you're a wrestling music creator, if you've been at the game for about 4 years now and you have 3 songs that are memorable, that's a problem. And the thing is, it's not like the other songs, if you have 3 hits and the rest of your songs are decent, okay. You have 3 hits and the rest of your songs are the fucking closest fucking thing to dog water that fucking dirty dog water at that anybody's ever seen. That's a problem, bro. When half the people come out and your idea of making a song identifiable is putting a catchphrase or their name in the beginning of the song, that's not recognizable. Jim Johnson made songs where they were recognizable off the opening riff. Like, the game. He doesn't even have to say it's time to play the game. As soon as you hear the riff before that, okay, this is Triple H.
Exactly, you know who it is. Even when they would do a little intro, it was always iconic to a person glass breaking. Think of Stone Cold. Fucking a bell. You think of fucking Undertaker. All that type of shit. Like, literally, no matter, some of the CFO Kane songs were pretty bad. I'll give them that. They were bad at those ones.
Them joints were ass, bro.
But the Jim Johnson Kane songs, all I picture is fire. Because they sound like what fire would sound like as music. That's how good bro was at his job.
Yeah. No, he was a banger, bro. Batista. Dun, dun, dun. As soon as you hear that, okay, that's Batista. It's just he doesn't even have to say I walk for miles inside this pit of danger. All you have to hear is the dun dun dun. Okay, that's Batista.
when I hear that lyric, all I think of him in his entrance doing the pyro spot
Yeah.
of him fucking doing a machine gun. That's all I think of. It's like because it's iconic. Because these songs are iconic to these people. And CFO had the same thing. When you heard "Shock the System," you knew who was fucking coming out
Yep.
because it was a bang. You knew
Or
you were
the
about to get Kyle O'Reilly fucking air
air
guitaring
guitaring.
and shit.
Roger Strong fucking peeking the title at you.
Exactly. Come
You
on.
know. What was the other one? But the do. You know that's Johnny Gargano. You
Mm-hmm.
know it just off the just off the opening, riff of his theme song, or the e e e e e. That's Tommaso Ciampa, right? AJ. You hear the yep, yep. Yep, that's AJ Styles. You don't have to put "they don't want none" in the open to his fucking theme song for me to know it's AJ Styles. Like, what the fuck?
That man really had to send that recording, and I knew, dude, I knew when he sent that email of that voice recording, he knew he was about to get some trash. He was probably sending that shit like, man, they got me saying, they don't want none. Or fucking Priest. All rise.
Oh,
Like,
dude,
dude,
all rise for the punishment.
for the punishment. All right, you fucking, all right, Dominator, you the fuck?
Bro,
You
what?
kinky bastard, what are you doing? Like,
Oh
what?
my god. Dude,
This shit was ass.
it's horrible, bro. It's fucking horrible. And I genuinely see people saying it's not fair for it's not there for the for it's not fair for them to say they should fire him. I'm sorry.
Yes, they
What happens to people in the real fucking world when they're bad at their job? When you're
They
bad at
get
your
booted.
it's not nothing personal. It's not like I'm saying I want to see these three individuals on the fucking street. I'm not saying
I do.
that. I'm just saying if they can't fucking properly do their job, if you want to go produce music for I guess I don't know what they were doing before. I think it was Disney. If you want to go produce generic fucking tracks and Disney's going to eat the shit up, sure, I'm sure there's some body of work that will fucking love you. Non-copyright music, the most generic shit on the dude. Go ahead, go the fuck ahead. Again, everybody, like people say, I want Def Rebel fired. People think it's like some personal thing. Like I want to, like I said, like I want to see these guys, with no fucking food on the table. No, just go to a line of work that fucking accepts your generic, fucking boring, garbage ass tracks. Wrestling,
Oh, dude.
you need good music, bro. Sorry, what were you saying?
Oh, you fucking need it. It's literally half the feel of everything is the entrance, the vibe, all that shit. An entrance is so fucking important.
Yeah.
And I'm part of me is glad that MJF can't come to this company yet, because I know it would be, I'm better than you, and you know it. I don't know exactly what it would be. You could literally just pick a person, and it's just one of their catchphrases, song starts, and it's trash. Every time. Garbage, dude. Garbage.
It again. If you've been at this shit for 3 years in the wrestling theme song field for 3 years and you have 3 bangers, 3 hits, no, sorry, 4 years. Probably even longer than that. 4 fucking years. And you have 3 songs. That is a major problem. Again, Jim Johnston made hits left and right. This man was given jobbers bangers. Let's not forget Alex
Ryback.
Riley. Look at Ryback. Yeah, Ezekiel Jackson. Bro, bangers.
They had some heat, dog.
Wade Barrett. Bro. I mean, Wade Barrett wasn't a jobber, but like just the most random fucking people on the roster. Bangers. Absolute bangers of fucking theme songs, bro. And again, if you're not good at your job, that's what happens.
Don't do it.
You get fired.
Exactly. You get booed. That's how the world works, people. It's not all fucking pay this person to stay home and do a vignette every 3 weeks. It's okay to fire people. It is. That's how the world works. It sucks. It sucks a whole fucking lot. But guess what? It's how the world works, man. Especially in the entertainment business. What do you expect, dude? That's like the whole fucking thing. And if you're not good enough, you're not in it. That's how it is.
I don't know, man. But with that, I do have some good news. Hopefully, this is an indication of good news to come. Fightful Select reports that WWE is well aware of the criticism of Def Rebel and the generic entrance themes in the WWE. Now, I see a lot of people saying they need to rehire Jim Johnston. Unfortunately, that man's like 70 years old. Okay?
Yeah, he's probably out the picture at this point.
WWE firing him back in 2017 or 18 or whatever it was absolutely made one of the biggest mistakes ever, because they could have got many good years out of him, especially because one of the last things he produced was Baron Corbin's theme song. And bro, that man absolutely left on a banger. I mean, broing out like fucking Peyton Manning, fucking winning Super Bowl 50, and he fucking walks off into the sunset. That's what Jim Johnson did.
Or called a band, made a bomb ass theme, and fucking left. Goat.
Like, bro, they got to get these fucking guys out of here. They got to. They got to fucking get these guys out of here. They make some of the worst. Again, CFO wasn't, they weren't Jim Johnson. Nobody's ever going to be Jim Johnson. But at least CFO had tracks that were unique. They were unique, and they fit. They were identifiable, and they were unique to a person.
Mm-hmm.
Not every fucking thing sounds the same.
Exactly. It wasn't just generic beats or this and that. Everything sounded and felt different. Like, and it was good. Yeah. It was good music.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Def Rebel has got to go, and I'm very glad that WWE is well aware of it. All they got to do now is make that next step into, I'm sorry, man, but these guys got to go. These guys got to go. Mm-hmm. They're not good. They're not good at their job. They do not fit this field of work. Again, a lot of people in the IWC have been taking this personally. They've been taking this as if this is a personal thing. How could you say that? Bro, it's a line of work. What happens to any one of us? Any one of us in our normal fucking jobs? Guess what the fuck happens if we don't perform our fucking job correctly? You get fired. That's what happens. And everybody wants to take this so personal. How could you say you want somebody to lose their job? There's more jobs out there.
Yeah. You know, many times at work, I got to deal with somebody that don't know how to do their job, and I'm thinking, why does this motherfucker still work here? All the time. You think about it, because guess what? They should not be working there. They cannot do their job right, because that is how a job works. You go to a job to do that job, and if you aren't doing that job correctly, you don't have that job. That's how the world works.
Simple, it's pretty self-explanatory, man. So, yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know, but again, like I said, that's what happens. That's what happens if you don't know how to do your job, you get fired. They got to go. They got to go. Again, it's not nothing personal. Don't do the job correctly, you fucking lose the job. It's as simple as that. But they got to go. They really got to go. And they got to get a new music producer, somebody of Triple H's taste. And the only reason I'm saying that is because Triple H is from that era where he knows, what he knows, the style of music, right? Jim Johnson was a very rock heavy, kind of theme music guy. He did put some rap in there, but get somebody that can be flexible with the rock. Get somebody that could be flexible with the rap. Get somebody that could be flexible with anything, honestly. Get somebody that could do it all, man. And you know, hopefully they find the right guy, but these guys got to go because, yeah, they're not good.
No, they're far from good.
Yeah. Jumping back to more people leaving WWE, Fightful Select confirms that Scripps or Reggie or Reginald or whatever the hell you want to call him, formerly known as Reggie, his contract with WWE is scheduled to expire on June 1st, 2024, and he will become a free agent as of that day. And it doesn't look like he will be re-signing with the company. He did put out a video. He did put out a video that was him putting the like his Reginald gear away, and then it was him putting the Scripps mask away, and then there was, you know, him taking off the OTM chain and putting it in the in the box as well. In the box as well, and it said available June 1st. I thought he got released when I first seen the video, but it is just a contract expiration for Mr. Reggie, Mr. Reginald. So yeah, that is that, and yeah, that's that, man.
Yeah.
So I wish him the best of luck for sure.
Definitely, man. Bro was crazy in the ring. He really was. So yeah, I hope he goes to, like, a place that he could shine with that type
ROH.
of style, man. Oh, I don't wish that on anybody. No poor soul would I wish that on to, man. That's evil. But hope he does great somewhere. He's a good wrestler, so a lot of places he could go, and he'd fit well, man. And R.I.P. OTM, man. Goated faction.
Gonna miss OTM, bro. God damn it.
Fucking Sean, dude. The
Out
man
the
is something
mud.
else. Out the mud. That is wild.
It really is. And speaking of that, man, somebody actually, with one person out the door, another comes in, man. PW Insider is reporting that Eric Rowan has signed with the WWE.
Hell yeah.
Man.
I better not Death Rebel. His old theme song, dude.
Oh, bro.
They will, but
They 100% will. But goddamn,
was
that joint was a banger.
kind of glad he never talked, because I don't know what they could put in that man's intro. They got really no big catchphrases. They'll find something from fucking something.
They'll
They'll
put like
make something.
they'll put like a lamb sound in the beginning of it. and then it'll go into his theme. Oh man. But we all know what Rowan is back for. Rowan is back for the Wyatt Six. Rowan is back to team up with Uncle Howdy. Rowan is back for that whole faction, and I really wish the faction the very best. I really want them to be a group that's legit taken seriously. I really do. I really don't want them to just be a tribute faction. I actually want them to be a group that's taken seriously, and a group that is, like I said, a legit group. And I'm excited for them. I'm excited to see how it comes off. And I'm happy for Rowan, man. I'm very happy to see him back.
Exactly, man. Exactly. Like you said, I hope the faction can be not Dark Order, where it's just stays one thing to tribute one person when that one person would not like the tribute. I hope it devolves into all them being, themselves truly in what it is, man. And that's all I can ask for from that faction, man. But I'm glad Eric Rowan's coming back, man. I can't wait to see him.
Absolutely. Speaking of another guy that recently signed with WWE, PW Insider is reporting that Jacob Fatu, Tama Tonga, and Solo Sikoa had a meeting at WWE headquarters last week, which is making many in the company believe that Jacob Fatu's debut is imminent.
Probably tomorrow. Good chance.
That's exactly what I was going to say. I think there's a great chance we see Jacob Fatu tomorrow at Backlash, and I'm super excited for it. I'm super excited. This is one thing I love about, this whole Bloodline story is, remember a couple years ago when Vince McMahon didn't want Sanity to be mentioned because they were he didn't want any of their NXT accomplishments to be mentioned because he wanted to give people the idea that they were off the street, that they were like just some fucking that they were just some fucking rogues that just, made their way into the arena. Well, that's when you put somebody in NXT, you can't do that. But that's what I like about this Tama Tonga, and I'm assuming is what it's going to be, this Jacob Fatu debut, is these guys are just given the vibe that they are just complete outsiders. Now, again, I don't want them to be portrayed as that they're off the fucking street, but outsiders I'll go with. I love that they're just being portrayed as these outsiders and that this family runs so deep. Motherfuckers don't even know about them. That is just a WWE audience that isn't familiar with these guys. But I love that they're not giving we got to put you in NXT so you're familiar with the company, and then we'll bring you up, because then it doesn't work, right? Solo didn't look like an outsider when he came in to help Roman. You want to know why? Because he was in NXT, so people could get familiar with him. Now, in Solo's case, that wasn't a bad thing. Solo's young. He needed to get that experience with WWE. Tama Tonga and Jacob Fatu have been fucking wrestling for years. They are veterans in this game. They don't need no NXT introduction. And I like that they're being brought up as just these random members of the Bloodline that are just the fucking baddest guys on the planet. I like that a lot. And I think, I'm excited for Jacob Fatu, and honestly, I think we see him as early as tomorrow. But the thing is, what do they call him? Because I don't think they're going to call him Jacob Fatu.
Weird. Who knows, man? With their bag of names, it could either be... dude, I wish Logan was in chat so he could read off those one names he was reading off to us on fucking Monday. I still don't know what he was saying. Trey... Hill.
What was the one? Tyson Igwe or something?
Whoa. How do you come up with these fucking names? Like, Solo Sikoa, it's a good name. It is a good name. I like it. I would have never came up with that. I would have never been able to come up with that. So I have no clue what they could call this man.
See, the thing is, though, they're all Fatus. Right? Jimmy and Jay are Fatus. Solo is a Fatu. So why? The only reason I feel they changed Jacob Fatu is because why out of all of them does he get the Fatu name? You know what I mean?
Actually get the last name, yeah.
So that's why, Solo's name coming in was Sefa Fatu on the Indies. He was Sefa Fatu. And again, Jimmy and Jay are Jonathan and Joshua Fatu. They're not called Fatu. So why out of all people would Jacob Fatu get the Fatu name? I don't think he does. I think they call him something different.
Very well. I think the first name, I think he'll keep Jacob. I could definitely see him keeping Jacob, but I think they're going to change the last name. What they're going to change it to, no fucking clue. These guys are crazy when it comes to changing names, man. So we'll see. As long as it's not fucking Trey Bearhill, I think I'll be okay. Tyson or Duke Hudson. Like, dog, what are these fucking names, dude? But yeah, no. I like the vibe and the story they tell with these guys coming in. Yeah, are they outsiders? They're not treated as fucking homeless people from the fucking corner. They're fucking treated as people, professional wrestlers that wrestled elsewhere. That Solo is bringing into the company because they're family. That's what it is, and that's what I like. Fucking, we find these psychos on the fucking on the E-way with signs, and we brought them, and they just broke in the building, or like fucking Retribution, where it was just a bunch of dudes in fucking ski mask at first, just wrecking the place.
Yeah,
fucking Vince was something else, man.
He really fucking was, bro. But honestly, the reason I'm so excited for Jacob Fatu's debut is because like Tama Tonga's been making himself out to look like a mean motherfucker, right? He really has.
Mhm.
But it's just the way Jacob looks. He just looks mean. He just has got that like Umaga mean look about him.
Yeah,
Like,
he does. Dude.
and I'm just so excited to see the way they just portray him as just a new enforcer of the bloodline. And man, I mean, again, just look at Jacob Fatu. That motherfucker just looks mean as fuck. And I'm just so excited to see the way he gets debuted and the way the announcers sell, him debuting. Like, I've been thinking about that for weeks, bro. It's going to be sick, man.
Oh, dude, it's going to be so fucking good. I can't wait.
So, with that, man, well, speaking of the family, I guess, keeping it in the family, the Glazer. That's right.
Ultimate Glazer.
The ultimate Glazer himself, the man that is fixated on glazing himself. The Rock, Dwayne. The Wrestling Observer reports that WWE discussed the idea of The Rock defeating Roman Reigns for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 40 and then handing over the title to return to Hollywood for the summer.
Oh, that would, dude, what a way to make Cody look like the ultimate bitch.
Bro.
Oh my god.
The Rock is fucking goated, bro. What the fuck is that? Dude.
Yeah, I'll just win it, but I'm not going to be here, so I'm going to just give it to you. You fucker.
God.
Fuck you.
Bro, this man is a legendary glazer. This man wanted to glaze himself so hard he was going to end the Roman reign just to fucking hand over the championship the very next day. To give off more of the illusion that nobody can beat Roman and this family is head and shoulders above everybody. That is exactly what The Rock was trying to tell there. And oh my lord, that would have been the funniest thing, simultaneously the fucking worst thing I think I've ever seen in my entire life.
That is fucking hilarious. That man's mind is also something else, man. Ego, not on a different level, but hilarious. Would have been god awful, but hilarious in itself.
Bro, yes. Oh god, that would have been so bad. That would have been so bad, bro. This man was genuinely lobbying to end the Roman reign just to fucking hand the belt over the very next night. Oh, you didn't know that? You didn't know about Jay's Umaga tattoo? I think Jimmy's got one too, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it's on like it's like on his leg or something. I wish it was noticeable because I would love for that to be like on the figures. That would be pretty dope.
Or if they like maybe wore shorts one time and like tried that out, like that would be dope.
They did. Remember?
They did. When the fuck did they wear shorts?
Back in the like Performance Center pandemic, like 2019, Big Dog Food SmackDown era. Fair enough. That was when you talk about the man.
I blocked that from my memory. I have one image of that segment in my memory, and that's it. And that image won't go away.
Man, you really do gotta respect Dwayne and his professional glazism. Oh my god.
That man, legendary ego.
Oh, dude. Hand the belt over. That is one of the most wild things. Bro, I'm telling you, dude. The only reason I know the Usos would wear shorts is because I've been watching like retrospectives on how bad the 2019 era, like how bad 2019 was in WWE. Like, it's crazy to say that like They had a pay-per-view that sold like 3,000 tickets, and then the Hardy Boys won the SmackDown tag titles. Kofi Kingston Cain Velasquez was in WWE, you know, and feuded with Brock Lesnar. Like, what the fuck did they have going on, bro? I mean, seriously. That shit was ass.
Horrible.
Yeah, seriously, bro. So, man, yeah, that shit sucked. Nobody knows when Jimmy's coming back. All we know is Jimmy's out with an undisclosed injury right now.
It sucks, man.
Definitely, man. Definitely. And we will actually get back to this whole Rock and Cody Rhodes stuff. I'm going to save that till right after Backlash, or right before the Backlash predictions, because that is a very interesting story. But speaking of something pertaining to WWE changing, Peacock, the cock, they will be they will be increasing subscription prices beginning in July of 2024. Peacock with ads will be increasing by $2, and it will be $7.99. Peacock Plus will be increasing by $2, going up to $13.99. Peacock's annual increase will go from $59.99 to $79.99, and Peacock Premium Peacock Premium Plus annual will go from $119.99 to $139.99. So you're looking at a $20 increase with your annuals and a $2 increase with your monthly. So,
God damn, never ends.
Yeah, I mean, is this a good business move? Because Peacock gives a lot of free premium live events for WWE throughout the year.
Yeah.
Is it a good move for them? Yes. Is it a good move for the consumer? Obviously not. You're going to have to dish out an extra $20 or an extra $2. So obviously any sort of increase is bad for the consumer, but thankfully it's not too much.
No.
Yeah, they really are responding to inflation. They ain't this some shit.
Shit.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's really not. So yeah, for all you cock subscribers,
Are you Keybox subscribers? It's up $2, so now I'm gonna be out $7 a month. But the
seriously,
product's been worth it, so
it
I'm
has.
okay.
It has been
It's been
worth it.
AEW. I've been fucking fuming.
Unbelievable, Bell. Is that the smoochy face I'm seeing? You're really just rubbing it in, huh?
You
Unbelievable.
really rubbed that in. Okay.
That's foul.
Okay.
That's
We
absolutely
go
foul.
live
That,
at 7 in the morning every time now for you
unbelievable.
because of you.
Now I'm holding you to show up at every unscripted from this point on.
Every single one. That's it.
Unbelievable. Absolutely ridiculous. Rubbing it in. Rubbing it in, man. Wow. Anyways, speaking of things changing in WWE, we actually just went through one of the biggest changes of the year, the WWE Draft. Fightful Select reports the main reason that there were few changes in the draft, that is the Friday's night of the draft. Honestly, Monday, too, didn't really have much changes. I mean, much, big changes or whatever. They had a couple, but Friday's was horrible. Friday's was horrible, man. Yeah. Fightful Select is reporting that the main reason that there were few changes in the draft last night is because WWE seeks to maintain familiarity with the superstars in their respective brands for the public. What? In addition to wanting to protect current stories and not not have them suddenly have to be met with changes. It is not ruled out that on Monday that there will it was not ruled out Monday that there will be important changes, significantly more increases from NXT.
What? Well, that is the dumbest logic I've ever heard.
So You want to maintain familiarity. That's not the point of a draft. The point of a draft is to shake things up so things become unfamiliar. Now, I do understand cornerstones.
Yeah.
That I understand. So, Seth Rollins being a
Yeah.
Raw guy, I understand it. I even understand Roman Reigns being a SmackDown guy. Now, is this coming from somebody who really wanted to see the bloodline on Raw? It is. But if you really want him as a cornerstone of that brand, I get it. I get it. I get having a cornerstone of the brand. But to absolutely, I understand. My idea of a draft is you keep most of your cornerstones. Now, don't get cornerstones mixed up from top guys, right?
Yeah.
A cornerstone is a guy like Seth Rollins, CM Punk. Keep them on the same brand. Roman Reigns, right, on SmackDown. Yeah, he's really the only cornerstone on there, to be honest, that I would have. And you move everybody else around, You move everybody else around. That's my idea of, a big move, right? But LA Knight not moving, Gunther not moving to SmackDown. I mean, what the fuck? What are we doing? Moves like that where you're basically keeping the brands, fairly the same. Honestly, what you did was you kind of beefed up Monday's roster, but Friday's roster is not that beefy, bro. It's really not.
Exactly. Their beefiest person ain't gonna be here for some time. So, what are they doing, man? I thought it was a very ill-executed draft, man, with their mentality this year.
For sure. The only reason I wanted Gunther to move Bell was because I really wanted to see the feud with like him and Cody, but I do maybe see if they want to do Gunther and Cody next year at WrestleMania. They have Gunther win the Rumble. I see that. So that's the only reason I see them keeping Gunther on Monday Night Raw. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. It is what it is, and that is the thing I am very excited for. I am excited for Gunther versus Ilya. But I would especially like though. I'm gonna be honest. I would have actually liked if they kept them apart. I would have
For a year. That would have been nice. At least 1 year.
But I only because it's so good. Only because it's so good, and I just feel that should be something saved for like a WrestleMania.
Oh yeah.
Because yeah, I mean we're all familiar with the Gunther and Ilya work, bro, and oh my god, those two can absolutely go. Those guys can absolutely go, man. I mean, they can man,
That was literally one of my match of the year. 2 years in a row.
bro. Oh, those two are so good together, man. They really fucking are. Gunther. I think Gunther could. I think Gunther could win the Royal Rumble next year. I definitely think he could. If I'm thinking, at least an early prediction, he could be there.
Or
Yeah.
LWO broke up. That's just
Man,
me.
I wish fucking LWO broke up so bad. I can't stand that group, man. I really can't. That group is so ass, bro. God. Horrible. Absolutely horrible. But with that, according to WrestleVote, sources have indicated that WWE is generally pleased with the draft results and how everything played out on TV. Ooh. If that's gonna be the norm. Ooh. So WWE is generally pleased with the draft results and how everything played out on TV. I've been told that they did not want much high-level scuffling, as they were satisfied with the pre-draft breakdowns at the top of the card. It's worth mentioning that a trade or two is expected before Monday's roster locking deadline. I actually
Get the
like that.
point to that.
Well, see, I the reason I like it is because it almost gives NBA trade deadline vibes. Or honestly, like I don't know about a trade deadline being Monday. I would honestly like if a signing deadline was implemented till like Rumble. Like at Royal Rumble,
Mm.
like you have until Royal Rumble to sign anybody to your brand. Because like in the case of Braun Breaker, Tiffany Stratton, and Jade Cargill, how the fuck do they sign with SmackDown in like the middle of February and a month and a half later they get drafted? So I don't mind. I would like something like that, but
Yeah, during like Mania season, everything locks in. You can't sign nobody technically. You could have a free agent working your brand, but you
mhm,
can't sign them until the draft. I would like something like that a lot. I think it would just make more sense.
definitely. And see, the I don't understand why there's a roster locking deadline when trades should be able to happen all year round.
That's like the point of a trade is at some point you might want this person more and they might want that person more. So you say, hey, let's trade them. It's a good system and it should be an all year round thing. It shouldn't happen, every other fucking week, but it should occasionally happen just randomly throughout the year. It's good.
Yeah, yeah. So I wouldn't mind a couple more, maybe a couple more moves to SmackDown. Maybe something like that, or maybe a big blockbuster trade before Monday would be something nice. But again, I don't think there should be a deadline until like Royal Rumble season for anything. But I honestly don't think this is a deadline. I just think this is something they're saying because I still think they're gonna do trades throughout the year. To be honest.
I think so. They 100% will.
See, Belle says she thinks that we'll get Gunther and Ilya at Bash in Berlin. Man,
He's a little too soon. You gotta tease us with that match for a while.
I would definitely like a bit of teasing for sure. I think I think maybe if Gunther has his hands on the world title by then. Um, See, this is what
Yeah,
scares me. There's a whole toss up here because if Gunther would have went to SmackDown, and let's just say Ilya would have went to SmackDown, Gunther could have won the title from Cody at Bash in Berlin, and then Ilya could have won the Royal Rumble. Ilya and Gunther for the WWE Championship at at WrestleMania 41. But here's the thing: you look on that SmackDown brand, who the fuck is gonna beat Cody for that belt? That's what
you know
scares
that
me
answer.
because I think the man
Oh,
himself, yeah, I think the man himself is actually could be one of the contenders to beat Cody Rhodes for the WWE Championship.
I think so. Think so.
I don't know, man. Honestly, at this point, I'm not saying I want it to happen, but at this point, I think Rock is the one to beat Cody. I genuinely think
Uh,
that.
that's what I think so at this point. That's what it looks like.
Yeah. See, I think Drew's definitely gonna win King of the Ring too because it would be stupid to have Gunther win because in my mind he would cash his shot in at Bash in Berlin, but that's 3 months away. You know what I mean? I think with
Mhm.
Drew, he wins King of the Ring, gets his championship match at Clash at the Castle, and against Priest, and I think at that point, you know, Drew, finally wins, and then I think he goes into a feud with Punk. So I don't know. I don't know what Gunther does in terms of, the world championship, which is why I would have really liked to seen him on SmackDown, to be honest, man. But I don't know, dude. I don't know. I trust Triple H, so I'm gonna let him do his thing, but man, is it fucking confusing right now. I have way more questions than I have answers. And maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah, it's good not knowing every little thing, man, but it's a lot of will this work type questions. So that's the only concerning thing.
Definitely, man. So that is all the news on the WWE draft, and I guess WWE's happy with it. They're happy with it, and they didn't want to move much people to maintain familiarity, as if the fucking whole point of a draft is to shake things up.
It's literally like the whole point. But okay.
Seriously, bro. Before we jump over to some AEW news, man, we got one more story that pertains to the final Glazer himself, the Ultimate Glazer. According to Deadline, a new docuseries, Who Killed WCW, will premiere on June 4th, 2024 on Vice TV. The Rock is an executive producer for the series alongside Vice Studios.
Shit. Well, maybe we all know the answer to that question, Eric Bischoff, but that's exciting. It's gonna be a good fucking documentary.
It is. It should be a good documentary. I don't know what Rock has to do with this, but you know,
Rock, I think he did the classic insert himself in thing, Rock thing.
100%. That's exactly what this sounds like. That is exactly what this sounds like to me, man. Yeah, that is exactly what this sounds like to me. Yeah, so looks like there's gonna be a Who Killed WCW series, and is it Hogan? Is it Bischoff? Is it the Outsiders? Is it NWO? Is it Sting? I don't know. I don't know who the hell it is. I guess we'll find out when this comes out. And again, what The Rock has to do with anything pertaining to Who Killed WCW, fuck if I know.
Who fucking knows, man? I mean, he's gonna say it was his fucking dad or so. I don't know. Who fucking knows?
Yeah.
It was the great Rocky Johnson.
Oh, God. My
It could be
father.
something like that. My father, the great Rocky Johnson, was a big
Grandfather.
player. And
Peter Maivia.
good old Rock.
So, jumping over to some AEW news. Injury news. Darby Allin.
This guy.
Jesus. Just weeks after having to delay his Mount Everest climb due to a broken foot, Darby Allin has revealed he was hit by a bus while crossing the road.
God.
Golly.
That man had to like survive the Final Destination scenario. Now he's got death coming for him because fuck, that man can't catch a break.
Dude, he really just... He really can't, bro. He really can't. So, not only does he have a broken foot, he got hit by a bus. It looks like everything's all right with him because he did say on Twitter that he went and like enjoyed a Broadway show later that night after, the bus hit him. So, I'm glad he's doing well, and good Lord, can he please stay out of harm's way?
Hopefully he can. Like I hope he gets better and fast, man. But fuck, hopefully he can stay out of harm's way.
Yeah, man, he's got to get back soon, bro. He's got that Bullet Club Gold feud waiting on him.
No, he can take as long as he wants.
They're walking around with his Sting's bat, man. Walking around with Sting's bat, and they're walking around with fucking the Acclaim's championships and the regular trios titles and the ROH titles, even though the titles have been merged.
It doesn't fucking make sense. It makes no fucking sense at all.
So, speaking of more injury news in AEW, Jeff Hardy, while speaking on a special episode of Ask Matt, on the Extreme Life of Matt Hardy's podcast, he noted his brother has been medically cleared. He said Jeff has been to his doctor and has seen the AEW doctor, and as of right now, as of a couple days ago, he is officially cleared. he is cleared to wrestle, and he could be competing, I guess, soon. He could be competing any day now. This is your breaking news. Jeff Hardy is cleared after getting his broken nose and sinuses smashed. Jeez. Hardy later added that Hardy later added, when asked about whether he will be making a return, seemingly in TNA, he says it's okay. Nobody cares about that. So yes, Jeff Hardy, man, Jeff Hardy is cleared for in-ring competition after, like Matt says, getting his broken nose and sinuses smashed. Golly, was he wrestling with a broken nose, and that's how he got the concussion? Or no, did he not get a concussion? He got a broken nose. Or did he get a broken nose and a concussion?
Could have got a broken nose and concussion. Man landed whole fucking knee on face. So he very well could have.
Definitely, man. So Jeff Hardy is cleared. This is great news, and I'm very interested. I mean, we brought to you guys last week that Jeff's been telling people that his contract is up in the spring, I think June. So his contract's up with AEW, man, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens to him, man, because honestly, I don't think he's sticking around in AEW, man. I think Matt is biding his time until Jeff is free, and I think they're going to go back to WWE.
Oh, 100%. I think that's the obvious plan, and that's the plan that they're doing right now. Matt's gonna do what he can around till, Jeff gets out, and then they're not going back, man, and it's gonna be interesting.
Wait a minute. What am I seeing? Hold on. Wrestling Observer Newsletter is reporting that Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman convinced Vince McMahon and Triple H last year to change the WrestleMania 39 finish. Reigns and Heyman believed it would be more beneficial in getting people like Jey Uso and Solo Sikoa over, and would make Cody Rhodes a bigger star to hold off the switch for a year. Wow.
I think it worked out in the end, so.
I think it did. Yeah, I think it definitely worked out in the end for sure. But that's crazy. They were behind it. Well, I don't think Vince, it really took much pushing for him to agree with that, to be honest.
He said, oh, okay, cool.
100%.
That's what we're doing.
100%.
That's all it was, dog.
So, speaking of the guy that crushed Jeff Hardy's sinuses, according to the Wrestling Observer Newsletter, Sammy Guevara is still suspended from AEW over the miscommunication during the match versus Jeff Hardy, where he hit a GTH on an injured Hardy.
Man was already injured. God damn.
So, again, like when we originally brought up this Sammy Guevara scenario, if it was a miscommunication, and that's all it was, why the fuck is this guy still suspended? I mean,
Literally.
It's similar to Jack Perry. The crime does not fit the punishment, or the punishment does not fit the crime. If it was a miscommunication, why is this guy still suspended? Now, if the ref told him, yo, he's hurt, and he still did the finish, okay. You suspended him.
Suspended for some time. But even then, this long?
I was going to say, even if this man, was, suspended for a miscommunication, or for not listening for this long, I mean, when did he injure Jeff? What was that, like 3 months ago?
It was a fucking while ago, dude.
Here, let's see. Let me do a quick Google search. Let's see.
Yeah, I really do not understand why that man is still suspended. I don't get it.
He injured this man in the beginning of February.
Holy fuck.
We are in the beginning of May. And this man has been suspended for 3 months.
It was before fucking Rev. And it's about to be fucking Double or Nothing. And he's still suspended.
Ugh.
And now they have pay-per-views in between. That's crazy.
I don't know, man. Again, even if the man didn't listen, first of all, if he didn't listen, this is way too long of a suspension. If you're so tired of him not listening, because this is multiple times this has happened with Sammy Guevara, why is he still on your roster?
Get rid of him at that point. Just let him go. Let him learn himself the ultimate lesson of that.
If he's that much of a problem, why? I mean, what's the point of suspending the guy for 3 fucking months? Just let him go. At that point.
Yeah. Just let him go fucking learn elsewhere. Learn a real lesson, dog. It's like, what are you doing here? What is the point of that? That doesn't teach anybody. That's just annoying.
Yeah. Yes, because he is Tony Khan's buddy. That is why Sammy Guevara is there. Ridiculous. And if it was a miscommunication, that makes it even more bullshit that the guy's still out, because it was a subtle miscommunication. But again, if he's not listening, this is multiple times this has happened with him.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy, and you know, Jericho likes to, you know, bring him under his wing and all this stuff. The guy, I believe, the guy is not a kid. The guy's not 25. He's not MJF's age. The guy's almost fucking 30 years old.
You're not a kid. You're a dumbass. There's a difference.
I don't know, man. I don't know. And again, if you're going to suspend the guy for 3 months, what is the point of suspending somebody for 3 months, bro? Just let him go. Clearly, it's not made a difference with him gone or not. Speaking of more injury news, Fightful Select is reporting that Powerhouse Hobbs is injured, and his injury requires surgery, which will be happening imminently if it hasn't already. Damn.
That sucks, dude. That always sucks.
For sure, bro. This definitely does always suck, man. This definitely does always suck. And I wish Powerhouse Hobbs the best. I wish him a speedy recovery. I don't know what the injury is. It was just reported that he was injured and he requires surgery. So I really wish him the best, man. And yeah, all's the best to him, bro. So speedy recovery for Mr. Hobbs.
Definitely, man. Wish him the best. Fast recovery. And when he comes back, that he's on TV longer than 30 weeks.
For sure. Ethan Page. According to Fightful Select, Ethan Page is no longer with AEW or Ring of Honor. Reportedly, Ethan Page had expressed a desire to leave AEW as early as February. I wouldn't be surprised if it was earlier than that.
Oh, fuck yeah. It's probably been for a minute. Since that great ass Collision promo with MJF, and they didn't do nothing with them for nothing after that.
This man went out there, bro, this man went out there and put his heart on the line, talked about how much he does for AEW, and they never repay him. And they proved it right.
They never repaid him. Oh, I hate this. God.
Unbelievable. It's amazing to see the AEW fans turning on him all of a sudden, saying, this isn't too much of a loss. We got Will Ospreay, blah, 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 all this stuff. At the end of the day, this was a guy who cared about the company, and AEW absolutely fucking shit on the man for absolutely no reason. Never even gave him a proper chance.
No, exactly. It's a horrible fucking tragedy, man. I mean, he cared a lot about this company and it doing well, not just himself. You don't get a whole lot of that. And guess what? You don't have it anymore because you don't know how to use it, man. He was great talent. He was better and just a good wrestler. He was 10 times better than most of the AEW elitist favorites, and I hope he goes on to do fucking great things elsewhere. He's a great fucking talent.
Definitely, man, definitely. And this looks like Ethan Page left on his own. So it's a part of business, man. It's a part of business. And honestly, for him, it was probably the best because, it does suck to see, these mindless runts turning on the guy. But at the end of the day, that's exactly what they are. They're mindless runts. And at the end of the day, Ethan Page is a great talent. And there's so much wrestling out there for, a guy like him. And it's honestly for the better. It's honestly for the better at this point, bro, because he's very good. He's very good, man,
Exactly.
and he's gonna do just fine. He has a great character. He can talk his ass off, and that'll bring him a long way, hopefully.
Hopefully, dude. I hope so.
Definitely, man. So, jumping back over to some WWE news before we get on to the Backlash predictions. NXT. Actually, before we get on to that news, bro, free Wardlow, bro, I'm right with you on that one, Bell. Jesus, man, free that fucking man. When is his deal up, bro?
Oh, I need to know, dude.
Golly.
I need to know.
Actually, you know what? We will do the NXT stuff now. Okay, NXT, man. According to Fightful Select, the following names have been released from NXT. I genuinely, looking at this list, know one of these people. And that just is because his name is so bad. I remember laughing at his name before. Okay, these are the releases from NXT. Daryl Mason.
No.
Vlad Pavlenko. Ezekiel Balagun. Kaya Saint. That actually sounds familiar.
It sounds familiar. It does.
Emma Diaz. Valentina Feroz. Keyshawn LaFleur. Julian Baldy. And Trey Bearhill. Wow.
What are these people? Oh, what are they naming people, dude?
You know what?
It's crazy. What's in the water in Florida, dude?
Seriously. As a matter of fact, Trey Bearhill. Oh, no. Okay. I thought he was the guy that was sitting front row in the draft war room, and he was like shaking his head like a fucking weirdo the whole time. I don't know who that was, but I remember he was pissing me off the whole time. And the final one, Drew Gulak, has been released from the WWE. So, nothing is official confirmed yet, but this definitely doesn't look good for his case of reaching down Ronda Rousey's pants and grabbing her drawstrings on her joggers. Doesn't look good for his case, man. Really doesn't.
No, I really because they're not even on good terms with Ronda either. So it's not like they're firing someone for a political backstage. Right. She's not even with them. She hates this company actually. So it's not looking good for him. It looks like what she said was legit, man, from the look of this. So sorry, for that happening, because that's what it looks like so far, at least.
Yeah, and that is not good. That is not good. Mm-hmm. And I know from the minute that came out, WWE does not play with shit like that, especially if this kind of stuff especially if this kind of stuff coming out looks like the norm in WWE, WWE don't want that image no more. They don't.
No.
So they're going to hear about things. They're going to hear about crazy things like that. And then Drew Gulak's going to come to his own defense and say, well, you know, I didn't do it, you know, but I grabbed her drawstrings, but I didn't reach down her pants. You know, I grabbed them just to play a joke. WWE don't want to hear none of that shit. All they got to hear is you did something remotely close to even coming off like that. That's not the image they want. This is a new WWE. They don't want people like that. They don't want people that represent that. And I can't blame them for that. And again, it's the old Marty Skrull, right? It's the old Marty Skrull. Well, I did it, but it was, you know, it was consensual, this and that. No, nobody wants to hear none of that. It's the same case with Drew Gulak. Well, I grabbed the drawstrings, but I didn't reach down her pants. No. They don't want to hear none of that. All people need to know, especially people in those higher positions in WWE, and especially now that we're in the new era, dude, all they need to hear is you even did something remotely close to that. Nah.
You're out. Exactly.
Yeah. So,
no point. Just, yeah.
Yeah, so I know this guy was a loyal soldier for the WWE. This man could have left WWE multiple times. He could have left WWE multiple times throughout, you know, their whole thing. But he just kept coming back. He kept re-signing. Then they signed him as a coach of the PC, and he's been doing that. And then he's been on NXT. Now it looks like he's gone, man. And I actually heard that his brother had similar stuff like that happening to him and while he was in WWE, because I guess his brother was in WWE and he had a bunch of like sexual misconduct problems. You know, not saying that, you know, Drew Gulak is just like that because, you know, his brother's like that, but especially now that this comes out, don't look good.
No, it really fucking doesn't, man.
So WrestleMania. According to WrestleVotes, after speaking with a reliable WWE source over the weekend, it seems that the chances of WrestleMania 41 being held in Minneapolis are decreasing with each passing day. The longer we wait for an announcement, the stronger Las Vegas looks, said the source. While this doesn't mean Minnesota is out of the running, the delay in the announcing isn't part of any new strategy or rollout. WWE is allegedly keen on getting the word out as soon as possible. And with that,
I think.
Hold on, Sergey. Hold on. According to Wade Barrett on SmackDown, WWE's major announcement tomorrow is related to WrestleMania.
Oh, God, I knew it was going to be fucking Backlash. God damn it. Dude, reason, I think, especially after they said, you know, we'll tell all the fans once, you know, we know. It took this long because they switched it. I think that's why.
Yeah.
I think we would have known at WrestleMania weekend if it was still in Minneapolis. I don't think it is no more. I think they took that time switching it to Las Vegas, and we're just going to hear about it tomorrow. That's what I think happened.
See, the only way this gets put in Minnesota is if they moved it to May, and they're saving the announcement for May. That's the only way, but
I think they're moving it to May anyway, no matter the location, so...
Exactly. But that's the other thing. That's the other thing you got to think about. But here's the thing. I definitely agree with Sir K. I think it was Minnesota, and we were right there at announcing it. But then they changed, so they said, "Oh shit, let's just announce it at Backlash. Let's not rush anything. Let's take the month from Mania to Backlash to actually figure out where the fuck we're going." And I think it's going to Vegas.
I think so. I think so. I think it got switched in this time from Mania to now, or right a little bit before Mania, probably. And I think that's why we're only hearing about it now, man, because it's just like getting solidified, man. So, which, to be honest, I feel like tomorrow we might know the date and location, hopefully at least for the next two Manias, because I still think Minnesota's getting the one after Vegas at this point. I think that's what took so long is they probably told Minnesota, hey, we want to do Vegas now, but we'll give you guys a year after that. We promise. We'll announce it. So we got you. That's what I feel like is going to happen.
I definitely think so. The general consensus was 41 Minneapolis, 42 Las Vegas. I think those got flipped.
I think it got flipped. Yep. I think it's the reverse now. So, and I think that's what we're going to get tomorrow is be told that, we got the next two date in line. And I think that's what it's going to be.
So I'm going into this thinking Vegas, so I can actually be happily surprised. So I'm not let down, but I'm totally going into tomorrow thinking it got flipped. I think within, like Sir K said, within the month, I think it got flipped. I think Vegas was 42. Now I think Vegas is 41 with them flipping with Minnesota. But listen, Bill, didn't you say you wouldn't be able to make 2025 Mania anyway? And if 2026 Mania is in Minnesota and we're going to be there, interesting. It's a little interesting. A little interesting.
And Minneapolis is a nice city. It is.
It's a
Las
beautiful
Vegas
city.
is a very sexy city. LA, kind of dirty. Chicago's beautiful. New York's nice. I think fucking Florida is a better option than fucking LA.
I would take
but
LA over. I would take LA over Florida.
I would take it for the crowd, but the cities themselves, I actually have to choose Florida. Because goddamn,
I would
LA
still,
is fucking.
I would probably still choose LA just because I just like the Hollywood vibe.
Oh, dude, I hate I hate it, dude. I hate it so much. But yeah. So I think that's what happened, and I think Minneapolis, from what I've seen in pictures and whatnot, I think it's a beautiful city. So I think we're getting a good one, even though I think it's going to be 42 is what we're getting. I think at this point.
So, Bell, are you saying you're just not coming because it's in Minnesota? Is that what's going on here?
That was one.
Unbelievable.
So if 42 was in Vegas, you would have went to 42. That's wild. That is fake.
Unbelievable.
Oh,
You're going to Spain on a vacation? Dude, that's pretty sick. Or are you moving
That's
to
real
Spain?
nice. Well. Oh, okay. I think she's vacationing in Spain and then fuck, I can't talk either. God damn it. Renovating her home and then taking a trip to Spain. God, I'm bad at English. That's my only language too.
But
okay, that's what I kind of feeling it.
Understandable.
Nice.
So, yeah, man. I think they got flipped, unfortunately. So, unlucky for us. Minnesota gets fucked. The one fucking year we talk about going to fucking WrestleMania, dude. The one year gets
Never
flipped
fails,
on its head.
dude.
Gets flipped on its head. Unbelievable. But gives us more time, whatever the case is, and we will be there. We will be there eventually, man. So, with our final news story before we get on to the Backlash predictions, Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, man. The backstage direction on WWE's creative plans for Cody Rhodes.
Where are they at? I respect that, Bell. I respect that.
I do respect. For the longest time, I thought I want my first WrestleMania to be in Chicago.
And until 2020, till like 2032 at this point, so
The-
I ain't waiting that long.
right. And then, you know, Logan's our boy. Logan, you know, Logan's from Minnesota.
Exactly.
So I was like, man, I think it'd just be cool if we all did our first WrestleMania together, no matter where it would be. And then it just so happened that it would be in Minnesota. But I understand that, because for the longest time I was like, man, I'll go to WrestleMania when it's in Chicago. And, you know, that's probably not, I don't, that stadium doesn't get built till 2028. I think they're talking about opening it then. So, there's that, and then it'll probably take a few years for a Mania to get there anyway. But I do understand, and that Mania in London is going to be pretty historic, so I might even have to pop out for that one, bro, depending on when it is.
Oh yeah, if it's right after 42, God no.
Yeah.
Fuck no. But unless doubt it, unless I got the, you know what I mean. But nah, probably not. More than likely, nah.
Definitely. Okay, so Cody Rhodes. In the most recent edition of the Wrestling Observer newsletter, Dave Meltzer stated that while Rhodes' plans, Cody Rhodes' plans include future feuds with Reigns and The Rock, nothing is planned for the coming months. Meltzer wrote, Rhodes has no real big-time direction until The Rock and Roman Reigns are back in the picture. The other biggest star on the brand is Randy Orton, but they're doing nothing to tease anything in that direction. Trips, do not, and I mean do not, pull a fucking Tony Khan with Cody Rhodes' championship reign. Bro, this is exactly what he did with Hangman. The chase was amazing. He wins the title. Bro doesn't know what the fuck to do with him. And this is why I really wanted the bloodline on Raw, because I really needed Cody to get away from this group, because they're going to let him finish the story. But what does the story matter if they're just going to fucking take it all away from him? And I honestly think The Rock's going to take it all away from him.
I think he is, dude. I really think he is.
Man, this is not good. This is not good, bro. See, and this is what annoys me, because Triple H said after Cody Rhodes won the title, Cody Rhodes may have finished the story, but it's going to blow your minds the next story he's going to tell. And then this comes out. You have no real big-time direction until The Rock and Roman Reigns are back? What? Can the guy not fucking survive without the bloodline? I mean, come on.
Not. Apparently fucking Triple H he can't.
I don't know, man. This is not good, and boy, is this upsetting to hear.
It really is. It's very unfortunate to hear, you know, the lack of plans for someone as big as Cody.
Definitely, man. This is exactly what happened with Hangman, and this is no good. This is no good, man. I hate that. I hate that, but we'll just have to wait and see, and I really hope there's something other than... I really hope there's something more for this man to do, because good Lord, I mean, what is that?
It makes no sense.
I hope not. I hope not. I see what you're saying, Bill. I see what you're saying, but I really hope The Rock isn't ending that, because we all know, man, when he wants to do something, Lord knows he will. But
exactly.
yeah, Trips, man. Again, bro, how the fuck, dude? And the thing is, if you put the title on him at WrestleMania 39, you know, okay, I could see maybe, you did. I mean, still, I wouldn't have understood, but I could see a little bit more. You had a whole nother year on top of that to figure out what the fuck you were going to do with this guy, creative wise. We get there and you have nothing. Come on, bro. This is not good. This is not good. And I truly, truly hope that, they don't, they're not just waiting for Roman and Rock, because I mean, how are we gonna get to the whole bloodline and bloodline stuff? It's just, see what I mean? We're just in a very confusing time.
Exactly.
We're in a very confusing time in terms of like rosters and stories right now, man. We really are.
It really is, dude. We really are. It's really confusing. I hope it all goes smoothly.
Definitely, bro. So that is the news. That is the news on them not having any plans for Cody Rhodes and his creative direction. But I don't know. I don't know, man. Not good. It's certainly not good, bro. But with that, moving on to the Backlash predictions here, man. Backlash is tomorrow night. That is true. This is Dave. This is Dave. So we will because the only big thing that I could see them talking about with Cody Rhodes doing is a storyline with Randy Orton. I could see that's like that's like one of the only things, and then obviously Gunther. I could see Randy and Gunther being in there as, two big, things for him to do. But hopefully not, man. Honestly, I just prefer for him to stay away from the bloodline, but we all know that's not happening because The Rock said he's coming for him. And if Gunther's not on the same brand as him, it's very likely that Cody's going to have that championship before, or he's still going to have that title by the time Rock comes back. So, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm scared. But the Backlash predictions, man. First up, the Kabuki Warriors, or Damage Control, whatever you want to call them, versus Bianca and Jade. Who you got, man? Who you got?
It's tough, dude. It's tough. Wait, aren't they about to be on separate rosters? Oh, wait, the women's titles don't really matter. Yeah, I was going to say, never mind. So I could definitely say, I wouldn't be shocked if Bianca and Jade won, but I don't feel like, Damage Control is going to lose that quickly, but they could. So I'm going to give a hopeful Damage Control retain.
Very interesting. I got to go with the other team, man. I think there's absolutely no way Bianca and Jade Bianca's, Super Cena. Jade Cargill hasn't lost yet. And I honestly think they're going to hold the tag titles, and then they're going to break up and feud by the time they're, by the time they're, done with the tag titles. So I'm giving this to easy Bianca and Jade.
Yeah, I wouldn't be shocked.
And with the next match, we have Bayley. Bayley's first title defense against Naomi. Bayley and Naomi. Dude, Michael Cole's going to have a fucking field day during this match. Bayley and Naomi. There we go.
Legendary.
This one, this one's going to Bayley. I think I'm definitely sitting in the same boat as Belle. I think Tiffany doesn't win, and I think Tiffany wins Money in the Bank in July. But I'm going with Bayley for this one.
Definitely. I think it's going to be a Bayley retain. Definitely.
And with the next one, Jey Uso versus Damian Priest, or Karma, for the World Heavyweight Championship. Oh, my Lord. Are we narking out? I think... okay, I think we're back on track. Okay, there we go. Okay, I thought it was messing up on my end. Jey Uso fighting for the World Heavyweight Championship against Karma, right? Yeah, man. Who you guys got, bro? Have you guys been seeing these pictures of Damian Priest, bro, at the WWE Superstore, man? The little
He
poster on the
looks like,
wall. Hey, he looks like Karma, man.
yeah, he does, all right. Again, I think Karma's gonna keep their title.
Well, I would absolutely love for Jey Uso to win, but
Oh yeah,
I have a
definitely.
feeling. I have a feeling that we might see the Samoan Werewolf pull up in
Hey,
this match. Yeah, I could absolutely see that happening, but I do think Karma is going to win here, man. Mr. Bisexual Undertaker. I do think
oh
Damian
yeah.
Priest, unfortunately, I want it to end too, guys. Trust me, I really want it to end too. Unfortunately, I think Damian Priest will probably hold on to the title here. I don't see him losing his first defense.
No, exactly. More than likely, he's got to fucking retain, and I think that's what's gonna happen.
Yeah. And the next match, the Bloodline versus RKO. Right? Solo Sikoa and My Fucking Tonga
Motherfucking Tonga.
versus RKO. Randall Kevin Owens. There we go.
Handle Kevin Owens. There you go.
Obvious. See, the thing is, see, what I could see happening is Jacob. So I could see Jacob Fatu interfering in both matches. I could see him interfere. Like if they put Priest versus Jay on first, for example, I could see Jacob Fatu screwing Jay out of the match, and then later in the night during this match, coming out and forming with the Bloodline. I could see
I
something
could
like
see
that.
that. I could definitely see something like that.
Definitely. Similar to how they did like the Undisputed Era, how like O'Reilly and Fish came out in the beginning of the takeover and took out the tag team division, and then they came out with Adam Cole at the end, you know,
Mm-hmm.
to, put Drew McIntyre, beat down Drew McIntyre and whatever they did, the seismic shift, right? In the NXT landscape. Good times. But I definitely am going with the Bloodline here to beat, the team of RKO.
Hell, yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think the heels got this one in the bag, man. Definitely.
And what I'm assuming will be the main event for the WWE Championship, Cody Rhodes defending the title against AJ Styles.
Oh, no.
This is an
Hell yeah.
obvious Cody win for me. This is an obvious
Oh,
Cody
yeah.
win. Yeah, Cody's got this in the bag, no question.
100%. It's going to be a definite Cody win. And we'll see if they continue this feud afterwards. Because at this point, with their lack of plans, I wouldn't doubt it.
Very true. Very true, man. So, bro, fucking AJ's, I'm so not ready to listen to that tomorrow. But yeah, man, those are the predictions for Backlash, man. And remember, ladies and gentlemen, I will be on here live doing a solo review tomorrow for the first time in Notorious Heels podcast history. I will be on here live. I'll be on here live all alone. I'll be spinning solo, man. So, yes, stay tuned for that, man. Hope you guys are excited for that, man. I'm very excited for that. And I will see you guys tomorrow with that. We'll be live for Backlash. I don't know where Logan is, man. I will have to say, I give her a lot of slack because I love picking on her. But Belle has absolutely picked up manager duties today.
Really?
In the fucking blink of an eye, doing it in her sleep. Unbelievable. Great work tonight by Belle. So the next time we all see Logan, we got to give him shit. But yep. So yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow. A solo Johnny will be on here tomorrow with the Backlash. Durante, man, you've been killing it, man. You've been killing it. But Belle has been picking up manager duties, bro. But yeah, Everybody kills it, man. But
Really?
Belle's been grinding today in chat. She's been
Hell
modding
yeah.
her ass off, I will say. So props to
He
Belle.
really has been.
But we will be on here live. Oh, I will be on here live tomorrow with the Backlash review. I'm very excited. Hope you guys are excited for that, man. And yeah, hope I see you guys tomorrow. Hope I see you guys tomorrow for that, man. And yeah, so that is gonna do it for this edition. Listen, Belle, I'm trying to glaze you, all right? And you're giving me shit. All right, no more glazing. How about that? I'm not glazing anybody else. I'm going on my rock arc now. I'm not glazing anybody but myself. I'm making my own title.
God damn it.
Tried to glaze Belle. Unbelievable. She didn't accept the glaze. Well, anyways, I will see you guys tomorrow with the Backlash review. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, it has been always a pleasure. Nothing but a pleasure for my Johnny Mayhem.
And Sir K.
And that is going to do it for this edition of the Notorious Podcast. This has been episode 212. Thank you guys for everybody who showed up, man. Durante, Belle, Hunter, thank you guys so very much for joining us in a quick minute to glaze all of you guys. Unbelievable. Even though, hey, I take my Belle glaze back, actually. Take that one back. Only Durante and Hunter. But we will see you guys. I will see you guys tomorrow with the Backlash review. Thank you guys so very much for joining us. We appreciate your time as always, man. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys tomorrow with the Backlash France official show review. See you guys tomorrow.
Peace.
I used to get deals on the bitch. Now I throw shields on the dick to stop me from that HIV shit. And niggas know they soft like a Twinkie fillin', playing the villain, prepare for this rap killing. Biggie Smalls is the illest. Your style is played out like Arnold, and that's what you talking about, Willis. The thrill is gone. The black Frank White is here to excite, throw dick to dice. Bitches are like I'm brainless, guns are like I'm stainless steel. I want the fucking fortune like the wheel. I squeeze gats till my clips is empty. Don't tempt me. You don't want the fuck I am. I'll be damned if this ain't some shit. Time to spread about the lyrics over harmony grip. It's the mood killer death trap. Yes, I'm a jet black.